So execution is a big thing for us, so much so that it's in our value proposition. Admin is integral to a financial planning business.
So in our value proposition, we talk about partnering with clients to make decisions about life and money. And through those decisions, you achieve balance. But you can make a decision. If you don't execute on the decision, it remains purely a plan and a thought, an idea.
We partner with you in life and money decisions. We execute them. We achieve balance.
And I've seen it often in the last 30 odd years where there's a lot of time and effort gone into putting the plan together, but then the administration of getting the execution done starts to lose energy and often doesn't happen.
I think it's an area in our industry which is very emphasized.
You can't just discuss and say, yes, we're going to do this and put a proposal forward and then sit back and do nothing.
It does go without saying, and yet you'll be amazed, and forgive me for the technical term, at how often it gets cocked up. So something as simple as taking your money offshore. You can descend into the minutiae of where the rand is and when we're going, and is Putin invading Ukraine and what are interest rates doing, and the execution can fail.
When emotions get involved, that's where execution goes out the window. So we don't invest emotionally. We look at the client's money in terms of desired outcomes, what needs to be achieved, take risk into cognizance, and we execute.
So having a team in Amiga Capital that executes that for our client is amazing.
Firstly, you need someone that understands financial planning, and then you need someone that wants to do admin.
A big attraction for me coming into Amiga Capital is knowing that Natasha, who heads up our operations and administration team, she's actually a partner in the business. She's a director in the business. So she's got proper skin in the game.
As head of the administration team, the execution part is what we do to give the overall plan to the client.
Executing's hard. In our industry, it's knowing how to deal with asset management companies, local, offshore, how to transfer monies, to do that properly, not get caught up in costs, etc. And an admin team that does this really, really pays off at the end of the day.
They'll ensure that everything gets done. And I think for many people out there, admin is an absolute pain.
Who wants to sit at home now and say, okay, now we've got to do all this paperwork and put things together and send this off and do that and do the next thing?
There's no unnecessary repetitiveness in the process. So if you've got your details, we've got your details. We'll complete it. You want to do it painlessly.
We're a category 2 FSP, meaning we're a discretionary asset manager. Clients give us a mandate to act, and we do that.
Every client, no matter whether they have 10,000 Rand or 10 million Rand invested, gets our best expertise at all times.
No one gets left behind. The way we implement that, the way we execute that, is through model portfolios.
So as we need to make a change to investment portfolio, and we make that change with Fund House, the change filters through, it gets executed, and every client experiences it.
So we place the investments, we do the changes when need be. If the markets are so volatile that something happens, we can act quickly.
You know, I think whether you've got the discretion or not, it ultimately comes down to your processes that you've got in place and the capability of the people.
We're very fortunate. We think we have a world-class admin team. Admin is a terrible game. It's a zero-sum game. You never get thanked. You only make errors. If you do everything perfectly well, it's expected of you. So we wouldn't sit here and say that our admin team makes no errors, but they make very few errors, and we detect them straight away, and then we fix them.
So we have a phenomenal administration team. They're all qualified senior administrators, and they take their jobs seriously. We make it happen.